Basil is the younger son of a proud, stern father and comes of an ancient, noble family. He has a devoted younger sister, Clara, and a wild but good-natured older brother, Ralph. Traveling home, on impulse by omnibus, Basil falls in love at first sight with Margaret Sherwin, a linen draper's daughter. He follows her home to the newly built suburbs north of Regent's Park and, after contriving a meeting, asks her father for permission to marry. But because of his own father's certain opposition, the marriage should be kept secret. Mr. Sherwin agrees on condition that the marriage takes place within the week but is not consummated for 1 year, since Margaret is only just 17. The delay will give Basil time to persuade his father to accept the marriage, and he cannot be forced to withdraw from it. The marriage duly takes place and Basil spends the next few months visiting Margaret every evening under the supervision of the mildly deranged Mrs. Sherwin.
Don't touch me. If you give me £5.
Do you know what kind of woman sells herself for money?
Take it or leave it.
Take it.
This is what your £5 bought. Do you like it?
Very much. What?
I'm trying to think of a fitting price for a good show.
You are truly your father's daughter.
That I take as a compliment. Did not raise a fool. What can I ask? Mere money for these flawless limbs?
Name your price. It is a much valued family heirloom. But anything that is mine is yours. Mean what?
That anything that you own is mine.
Do you doubt me? Ask then. Ask anything. Come on. Ask.
In a few weeks you turn 21. Windermere Hall will be yours. Do you promise to give it to me then, Basil? I knew you wouldn't.
Then you do not know me. It is yours. Windermere Hall is yours, you have my word.
He tries unsuccessfully to improve Margaret's mind and after overhearing 2 of her tantrums begins to doubt her character. After a strained visit to his father's country house, Basil returns to find both Margaret and Mannion changed. On recovering, he realizes that Margaret is as much to blame as Mannion, despite threatening letters from Sherwin defending her.
Love him?
I did. And I do.
How long have you and he...
For 2 years now.
So why did you marry me?
Because he asked me to. He asked me to receive your courtship.
Why?
I do not know. Merely did what he asked of me.
So he did not love you, did he? If he had loved you, would he have let you marry another?
I did not say that he loved me. I spoke for myself. I love him.
Why waste your love on one who did not love you?
Why indeed? Perhaps it was because he did not love me. Heart can be perverse. What is within reach and available sometimes seems worthless. But John, I never had him. Not in the sense that matters. He always eluded my grasp. Something else seemed to obsess him, like he obsessed me. Like I obsessed you. What a terrible circle. It's just like a snake choking on its own tail.
Where is he?
I do not know. I know that he was taken to the London Memorial Hospital. Tried to go and visit him once. I could not bear to see him. I was scared of what I might find. Of what you had done to him. What you had done to his face. So, here I am. I've lost my husband and my lover, and my father will soon cut me loose, for he is a typical specimen of his class. He fears scandal and sin, since there is already talk about our child.
John Mannion's child.
But who is to know that? I am your legally wedded wife, and you cannot expose me without first exposing yourself and your family to gossip and ridicule. I am to be an outcast, but at least I will not be homeless, for I do have Windermere Hall. I know that you have now turned 21, and the hall is now yours. Are you going to deny that you promised to give it to me, Basil?
No. I have given you my word. It is yours.
Knew you would keep your word. You are a typical specimen of your class. A gentleman.
Basil confesses the ignoble marriage to his father, who disowns him, tearing his name from the record in the family Bible. Mannion writes from hospital, revealing his secret past. When his father, a gentleman who lived beyond his means, was to be hanged for forgery, his patron, Basil's father, refused to intervene. Mannion had lived a miserable existence under assumed names until a friend arranged employment with Sherwin, where he made himself indispensable. He had watched Margaret develop and, despite her deceitful nature, regarded her as his pride. Margaret, visiting Mannion in hospital, contracts typhus, from which she dies. Basil sees her when she is at the point of death, forgives her, and leaves London for Cornwall. Mannion forces him to leave the fishing village where he is staying and confronts him on the cliff tops. While gloating over his revenge, Mannion falls to his death on the rocks below. The shock causes Basil to collapse. He is brought back to London by Ralph and Clara and reconciled with his father. After writing his history, Basil retires to the country to live quietly with Clara.